The internet went into full-on panic mode this morning after a Twitter hoax caused everyone to believe that podcaster and comedian Joe Rogan, our beloved Joe, had died. Even Dana White believed it. He posted via the UFC Twitter account that oh no, it's so sad that he had died. And this was everybody's going nuts on this, but it wasn't true. He is, thank goodness, still alive. And I saw that Rogan actually poked fun at it by putting out an announcement that he was pregnant. Although I guess we shouldn't even get into that because we were just defining man and woman in another segment, and we should not recap that one. So,
Joe Rogan is alive. You know what's crazy about this is so many people celebrated it. They were like, okay, Joe Rogan's dead. Yeah, they were saying that, now look at all these people. They're going to have to form a personality. I saw someone saying that, or, this person said, I was so excited to hear that Joe Rogan was dead, but then I found out it was a hoax. What a bummer, ruined my day. So, a lot of people celebrating the death of Joe Rogan, thinking that he was actually dead.
Twitter is where people go just to be their very worst selves. Like
it's road rage online. What it is.
That's exactly what it is. It's just to vent the cruelest, most whatever bad thought you have that you're supposed to just bury. Like, no, I should not say that. People they just tweet it out.
Twitter. Yeah.
It's always. Yeah. It would have been even funnier if some editor hit publish on the obit that was just sitting there in pre-write form.
Right.
So then Rogan would have gotten to read his obit.
Do people have? People don't have obit pre-writes for Rogan.
Probably not.
He's not expected to go at any time.
They should though, because if he does, that's going to get high. That's going to do numbers.
We're going to do some segments.
You'd have to update it every week. With the latest controversial thing he said before his passing was, this obviously caused the heart attack. Whatever. So apparently this came from. They think, I don't know if we could figure out the origin story of the Joe Rogan dead controversy or saga, but apparently an account called Joe Rogan Headquarters, which is at Joe Rogan NHQ, and then they wrote, he peacefully died, said, "We are saddened to announce the passing of Joe Rogan. He died peacefully in his home this afternoon. We will provide more details as they arrive with respect to his family's wishes." So that might have been the trigger that then made people go, oh my gosh, because it looked like it was coming from an official Joe Rogan account, Joe Rogan Headquarters. I don't know if that's the origin of it.
I don't know.
I just see what would happen on Twitter.
Why do people
for
do
engagement?
Got nothing to do. You want people to not talk about the war anymore. You'd rather have them war it out with each other on who loves Joe and who doesn't. I would have cried if Joe died.
If you died, Kim, what do you think they would say about you on Twitter?
Oh, it would be, probably nothing. Nobody would care.
No,
It'd be like,
who? We would be sad. We would be very sad.
Oh, just the two of you. Just the two of you would be sad, but that's it.
We'd tell stories.
And even then, the audience doesn't believe the two of you would be sad. They're watching right now thinking, no, you guys wouldn't be sad. You guys would be celebrating.
We would be so sad. Oh, I know. It's terrible.
They don't believe that we're all friends.
We are friends. We don't want to even think about it. Joe Rogan, not our friend. We would like to be friends with him.
I would love to be friends with Joe Rogan.
We don't know him, but we like him and do not wish ill on him whatsoever. And it's wrong to wish ill on people even if you don't like them, right? Now, everybody does it, but you're not supposed to say it. I hate that person. I wish they would die. Right? It's a dark thought we've all had. Don't put it out there. Just don't.
But I do hate that you have to pretend like the person who just died was like a saint suddenly. Right? Yeah. I hate that. Like they die and then we're all supposed to say, oh, really great things about this horrible person. But we all have to pretend like this person was really wonderful and did great things for society.
I think I'm more annoyed by the reverse, which is when somebody dies, you can just, unless they were a literal monster, unless they were like a really bad person, if it's just like a normal person who maybe had some flaws or some faults in their life, do you have to go to, some people will ghoulishly be like, oh yeah, remember when they did this X, Y, Z bad thing that I just find
there's some reaching. Now, Henry Kissinger, all right, get the...
Ryan's going to dance on him.
We're working on it to get that.
What about Madeleine Albright? She just died, and she, did say that 500,000 children in Iraq died.
She got whacked around a lot, right? She got whacked around a fair amount.
Yeah, there are people not saying very nice things about her.
So one time I got dragged was because I criticized Hugh Hefner after he died. I was absolutely not a Hugh Hefner fan. I thought he was one of the worst. I thought he ushered in.
Didn't know he was dead. How about that?
Yes.
I'm going to have to take some time to process this.
I'm sorry, Ryan, to break the news for you. But yeah, I do think that he was the worst thing that happened to women's sexual liberation, despite what people believe. I can make an entire argument. I should do an entire radar on it at some point, explaining why it was actually bad for women's sexual liberation rather than good for it.
I don't think I agree with that, but I'm not the expert on women's sexual liberation.
Agree. Okay. You will agree once you listen to my arguments on it and why I think that he ushered in women to be subjugated and turned into little bunnies. But anyway, I'll stop.
Well, Rogan is also trending after posting, quote, "I'm pregnant," in response to reports of declassified FOIA documents revealing that UFOs left radiation burns and unaccounted for pregnancies. This is a joke about his interest in UFOs.
Mm-hmm. You're interested in UFOs as well. You're interested in them. You're interested in them.
I know.
I'm the only one not very interested in them because I think they're not real.
No, of course there's alien life out there. Statistically, it's impossible, Robby, to think that there isn't life out there in the universe. It's like so egocentric to believe we're the only ones.
Now we're alone. It's just us.
We're not alone.
I think
we're not alone.
I think we're all alone in some sense, but also particularly in the alien
you'll find
sense.
out once you get impregnated like Joe Rogan by the UFO.